This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jeanelle Slade.
And I'm Jay Cohn. Billings police investigating a homicide tonight after a headless body is found on the city's west end.
The male body found wrapped in a carpet and decapitated. The darkness of night forcing that investigation at the scene to a standstill.
Now, police say the body was found at what appears to be a transient camp just after 5 p.m. tonight. Police called to the intersection of South 32nd Street West and Gable Road, where that body was discovered just north of the Trans Tech Center.
Police combed the area, which is across the street from Billings Collision Repair near the ditch bank. It is a secluded area down a dirt road just down the hill from Golden Meadows Mobile Home Park.
Now, police say the area appears to be a transient camp hidden back in the trees. Two men who were out walking in the area found the body and then called police.
Q2 Samantha Harrelson was on scene and talked with those two witnesses this evening. Sammy, what did they tell you?
Jay and Jeanelle, the two men tell me they're trappers, and they went back to the area out of curiosity this afternoon to see what kind of animal prints were out there. They followed a path back a ways where they saw what appeared to be a transient campsite.
So the other day, a vehicle got broke into. Kind of mentioned, hey, said maybe my stuff's down here. Kind of started snooping around, throwing stuff up, and we actually ended up throwing a piece of carpet over, and there happened to be a dead body underneath it.
You said there wasn't a house or anything like that?
There's not a house, there's just a road, a lot of shrubage, a couple fence lines, and then a ditch just shortly up above that. And just a flat spot where there was a tent and then the body near that.
Definitely probably a little bit of fear. I mean, it was a shock. I mean, you don't see a dead body every day, you know, especially just being normal civilians, you know, we're no military or experience and stuff like that. So definitely shocked. We got out of there as soon as possible and called the police, you know, got to do the right thing.
The two also mentioned to me they feel positive the body was that of a man. They were questioned by police on scene for about an hour before they were allowed to leave. Billings police officers will be on scene overnight, keeping the area secure. Their investigation will begin in the morning. Jay and Jeanelle.
All right, thanks, Samantha. Obviously, this is a developing story. We'll continue to have updates on air and online for you at ktvq.com.
Also today, a 35-year-old woman was found dead in a vehicle on the Billings South Side. Police responded to Highland Park in the 3700 block of 2nd Avenue South around 3:30. Authorities do not suspect foul play.
Elsewhere in town, a suspect in a stabbing attempted to get away from law enforcement in a stolen pickup truck this afternoon. That pursuit ending along South 27th Street, where highway patrol officers rammed the truck, forcing it into a field just north of Lee's Saloon. All of this taking place around 5 this afternoon. Billings Police and the Montana Highway Patrol chased the suspect vehicle through parts of South Billings. MHP Sergeant Kyle Hayter says a spike strip flattened the truck's two right tires, and troopers then were able to ram the car to stop it. Police Sergeant Matthew Lennox says the driver of the truck is one of the stabbing suspects. A female who was also in the truck was detained. Police initially were called to the Lewis and Clark Motel on 1st Avenue North around 12:30 today to investigate a report of a stabbing. The stabbing victim refused to cooperate with police. He suffered non-life-threatening wounds to his arms and stomach. Police then started to look for suspects who were identified as two Native American males in their 20s.
Montana lawmakers burning the midnight oil in Helena tonight, hoping to wrap up the special session with a balanced state budget.
Our chief political reporter Mike Dennison has been following the action from the start and brings us the latest tonight from the Capitol.
It's the second and possibly final day of the session, and for most of today, it's been hurry up and wait. Lawmakers are trying to fill a $227 million budget hole created by firefighting cost overruns and less than expected tax revenue. They started the day waiting for amendments on a budget transfer bill, the cornerstone of more than $100 million to help balance the budget. Late tonight, they were still waiting and working on that bill as the potential final piece of the budget puzzle. But in between, they voted on other key portions of the plan. They approved about $76 million in spending cuts, which were outlined by Democratic Governor Steve Bullock. Majority Republicans at the legislature also advanced a bill that encourages Bullock to extend the contract of the company running the private prison in Shelby and thereby get at least $15 million for the budget and maybe $15 million more. Senator Lou Jones of Conrad sponsored the bill and said it simply gives the governor the option to pursue that money.
If the private prison is extended in a manner where they pay $30+ million in, This is how it's to be appropriated. Now, it doesn't hold a gun to anyone's head. This bill provides options. I think these options are important to a successful conclusion of this session today in this time.
As lawmakers close in on the final product tonight, it still needs one last thing before it's a wrap: the signature of Governor Bullock. So far, he hasn't made any public statements on the final product. At the Capitol, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Thanks, Mike. Now, the private prison is owned by Core Civic, which currently has a contract that expires in 2019.
On the national political scene, Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore is taking on one of the women who's accusing him of sexual misconduct.
Moore's attorney is demanding she release a high school yearbook she claims he signed decades ago so a handwriting expert can review it. One of the alleged victims, attorney Gloria Allred, is now demanding Moore testify before Congress about the allegations against him.
The development comes amid growing calls from Republicans for Moore to drop out of next month's special election.
Moore maintains his innocence and says he's taken steps to begin a civil action lawsuit for defamation.
On to the weather scene now. Bob McGuire is joining us. And Bob, looks like more wintry weather is headed our way.
A new big storm starting to move onshore tonight and is heading right for Montana. Let me show you what it looks like here. We go to the satellite and upper air forecast. You can see we got a big long fetch of moisture starting from San Francisco, going through the Great Basin area, heading right for Montana. This whole storm is probably going to track across the entire northern half of the country in the next 2 days. But here's what it's going to do for us. In the northwest corner of the state, we have a winter weather advisory up around Glacier Park. Maybe 2 to 4 inches of snow, local amounts up to 7 inches of snow. In the southwest corner here, about 1 to 3 inches with local amounts to 7. In Yellowstone Park, probably more like 3 to 9 in the valley, 18 inches of snow in the mountains. And let's talk about wind. It's going to be pretty breezy too. Winds gusting to about 60 miles per hour in the Beartooth foothills and also in the Cody foothills. That stays with us through Thursday morning. So it's going to be an interesting storm here in Billings. We may get a little rain or snow out of it, but not a lot. And we'll have more on that coming your way in a few more minutes.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Still ahead on tonight's 10 o'clock news. Will the Senate GOP tax plan find the support it needs on both sides of the aisle? Well, we'll break down the details.
Plus, if your caffeine kick isn't enough, some companies are adding a cannabis boost to your morning coffee.
And later in sports, what does Franklin Delano Roosevelt have to do with seniors' title game Friday against Helena? Well, Scott has that answer, and here's from both teams.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green.